Hi, I'm Jennifer, here with another Machine Minute brought to you by Baby Lock and the Symphony Machine. Today's topic is stitch length. Knowing when to change your stitch length and why can help you be a better sewer and piecer. So I've stitched out a sample here to share with you some of the different stitch lengths I frequently use. Most commonly, I'll set my machine at a 2.5 millimeter stitch length, or about 12 stitches per inch. That's what I generally use when I'm doing patchwork or piecing my quilt top together. If I'm working on a quilt project for a child or someone that I know is going to have a well-loved quilt, I might reduce my stitch length to 1.8 millimeter. It's slightly smaller, about 14 or 15 stitches per inch, and it just gives me that extra security of knowing if it's going to be well-loved and pulled and tugged quite a bit, that my seams will be secure. On the opposite end of the spectrum, if I'm basting something together for a temporary seam, I'll set my machine stitch length at 5 millimeters, or about 5 stitches per inch. That's super easy to remove when it comes time to take the stitches out, and I don't have to worry about having too much bulk in that seam. Now, if I'm doing something where I want to test out block settings, or I'm putting applique pieces on a quilt top and I want them to have a little more stability, I'm going to hang them up and look at them and I don't want too much stress on the fabric, I might reduce it to about 4 millimeter stitch length, which is about 7 stitches to an inch. It's still a temporary seam, but it gives me a little more stability, but will still be easy to remove. When it comes to adjusting the stitch length on your machine, on the Symphony, it's as simple as looking at the length and either going up by pushing the plus button or down by pushing the minus button. If your machine doesn't have electronic adjustment, you can also adjust the dial by increasing or decreasing the stitch length dial on your machine. If you can't figure out how many stitches per inch you're getting or what setting you have, you can always go back to using a ruler next to your sample seam line that you stitched out and counting the number of stitches you're getting in each inch. Choosing just the right stitch length for your project and understanding when and where to make that decision will help you be happier with your results in the end. Have fun sewing.